Alright, my friends, what's going on, everyone? My name is Kai. Really nice to see everyone. I am back. I hope everyone's well. Things are good. Big thank you to Bex today. Helped me do some moving. Bex helped me do some moving today, so that was awesome. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry guys, my fridge is falling apart. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Let's start. So, yes, I hope everyone is well. I'm doing good. I moved about 8 boxes out of the house today. As you can see, my room is slowly turning into a graveyard here. I got tortillas, red onions, ground beef, rice, and hot spicy taco seasoning. Wow. That's nice, man. That's nice. That sounds good. That sounds really good. I don't really understand the white people taco thing. I've never really understood the white people taco thing. I've been to Mexico before, and they have the most common taco that I saw in Mexico is just ground meat and cheese and salsa. You know, so I don't know what the big deal is about white people tacos. If anything, we've probably done it better. That's just my opinion, though. And my opinion doesn't really matter too much. My friend, still in a heat warning, so I have to go to the gym. I have to go to the gym later on, but I've got good news. I got the game Gauntlet Legends from my sister. So I'm gonna do a stream of that. And also, I got a GameCube controller. So now, finally, I can play GameCube games. So tonight, when I get home from the gym, we're going to play True Crime Streets of LA. Well, it's not real Mexican food. It's white people Mexican food. I guess.
Would that be all? Select your vehicle. Abracadabra. Can I help you?
My friend Isaac. Good to see you. I bet you I still haven't done the Frosty Village mission yet. That one's the hardest. Another YouTuber wants to interview me, and it's so cool. Because just about a year ago, well, maybe a little bit more than a year and a half ago, I had basically the same amount of subscribers as this person does, and I reached out to Mad Panic Gaming to do an interview with them. And now it's gotten to the point where people want to interview me, and that's really cool. So I'll be doing an interview with them. I said they asked me when I'm free, and I said let's do it on the weekend. So that'll be cool. His channel is called Cerebral Palsy Gamer, and he's interviewed a bunch of He's interviewed a bunch of people. His channel is basically a gaming channel, but then he also interviews YouTubers of like all different kinds. So that should be cool. That should be cool. I'm looking forward to doing that. I only ever been interviewed. I've never been interviewed for a channel before, so that's pretty cool. The only time I've really been interviewed was I got interviewed in Japan for the news. That's about it, really. Dude, a psychic sent me a message saying God told her that I need to help her and she can pay my bills. Oh, that's so exciting, dude. We all know that psychics are legitimate. So if a psychic contacted you telling you that riches are coming soon, that's amazing. I would help her in any way that you need, even financially, because you'll probably get riches out of it. Bro, I get the funniest emails all the time, but I think everybody does. I think I probably get them a little bit more than people that aren't like public figures and stuff. But if you just check your junk drawer on your email, you'll find some hilarious things. People that need you to hold on to their Bitcoin because they're going to war, and then if they die in the war, you'll inherit the Bitcoin, and then a day later, they died in the war, so now you have to inherit everything. It's so ridiculous. Damn it, that was really close. That's my favorite one. They email you, and they say, if I die in the war, you can have all my money. And then they die the next day in the war. Oh no. I think maybe you have to use that. Yikes. Oh, hell yeah. That was lucky as it gets. That was as lucky as it gets. Oh, God. Oh, no. Aw, this is a really hard level. This was the last one that I got stuck on with the crunch challenge as well. But that time it took me a month. It took me a month to get this thing down. What is that beeping noise? I don't know. I don't hear beeping. Oh. Okay. Damn it! Pretty tough. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Hey, Bog, what's up, buddy? Tommy! Eating some beef stroganoff? I didn't know that New York was famous for beef stroganoff. But, you know what? I bet it'll be very good. I bet it'll be very good. Oh, Tommy, I have some advice for you for New York. I have some advice for you from New York. if you're going to buy a lot of the street food vendors, don't have the price of their food on the cart. So if you see like a hot dog cart, it might not have the price on the cart. Make sure that before you order your food, make sure that if you are going to eat it at a food truck or something like that, make sure that you ask them how expensive it is before you actually before you actually order. Yeah, make sure you do that before you order, or else what'll happen is they'll try to rip you off. When I was in New York, I ordered 2 hot dogs, right? And the guy tried to charge me $25 for it. For just 2 hot dogs. That's crazy. 12 American dollars. I'm Canadian, so that's like $17 in America for, oh, it was crazy. Okay, I'll try. Yeah, just a good thing to look out for. Just a good thing to look out for. Oh, no. Oh. Very sneaky guy. Very sneaky guy. There we go. Okay. This is good. This is good. Oh, I'm gonna put up a poll to see what you guys would rather me do for the 10,000 subscriber special. Should we go to the Canada's largest amusement park, or should we go to the world's largest zoo? Not just Canada's largest zoo, but the world's largest zoo. What would you guys prefer? This level is frustrating, but look, I'm in first place now. No, I'm in, I've got all of the coins. No! Oh my god, can I do it? Oh my god, can I do it? Yeah, baby! Hell yeah! I'll mention Circle of Debate tonight. There's a couple of men who might be interested. Okay. Oh, hey, Tommy, I checked out that toy channel. That toy salesman on Facebook. Very cool guy. A very cool guy. Unfortunately, he didn't have the Spawn Alley playset. Unfortunately, that'll be tough to find because it's pretty obscure, and it was probably all just made of cardboard. It was probably just all made of cardboard. So, for God's sake. You know what though? I also remember I had this Spider-Man playset when I was young. Oh, if I could have that back. I don't know if it was for the Spider-Man the movie, but it was Spider-Man and the Green Goblin, and it was a city, like it was a cardboard thing that would unfold. It unfolded kind of like those class project bulletin board things that you make. But what was cool about it was there was webbing that, you know, connected from both sides, so Spider-Man could like zip line down it and stuff. But what was neat was it came with like a slime. It came with like a slime bucket that it was cool. It was really cool. Oh, you know what was my favorite toy from when I was a kid though? It wasn't action figures. It wasn't action figures. I did love action figures though. I did really like action figures. Most of my action figures weren't store-bought though. A lot of mine weren't store-bought. I would get action figures for Christmas and my birthday, but most of my action figures came from going to garage sales. So a lot of the characters, I had no idea where they were from or what franchise they were from at all. He does sell Pokemon cards, also creating. That's cool. Either seems good, but I did mention an amusement park stream too as a hit. I would like to do the amusement park stream. I really would. Also the zoo. The thing is, I'm on a budget right now because I wasn't expecting to have to move out, right? I was expecting to stay here until I go to Japan next year. I was expecting that. So this whole move, wasn't expecting it whatsoever. So I can't go to both anymore. But I can definitely go to one. And I want to get some people to come too. Like, I know Beck said that she might be interested in coming. My sister will come. Hopefully Kev will come. Okay. Oh, hell yeah! Hell yeah! Bingo! Now my mouth is salty. I ate some dark chocolate with sea salt. Oh my. I've never understood chocolate and salt. Never understood it. The other day, my roommate was eating the most bizarre thing. Which zoo? The Toronto Zoo. The Toronto Zoo. It's the largest zoo in the world. It's something, I think it's like 75 square kilometers large. It's huge. Let me Google it real quick. Toronto Zoo size. It's 710 acres. And it has 5,000 animals. That's insane. That is insane. I'd love to go to the zoo. No, it's not an ordinary zoo. It's the world's largest. The YouTube title writes itself. You know. Oh. Ooh. That's almost as big as my mom. I like how you've turned into insulting your own mom. First it was my mom for a while, and now it's just your own mom. Zoo for the win. Zoo would be very cool. But the problem is, too, Canada's Wonderland has a bunch of, it's got a bunch of, really cool rides. Huge rides. Also, it has a water park. Oh, but I can't film at a water park. I can't film at a water park. Oh my god, I saw the creepiest thing the other day. It was... You know when you're on Facebook or Reels, or when you're just doom scrolling, right? And you're not... Oh, I did beat this, I think. I think I did beat this. When you're just doom scrolling the other day, um, there was a video that popped up. It was just a 15-second video of some guy filming like kids at the beach. It was so gross. And there was nothing like they weren't naked or anything like that, but like it was just titled like beach day kind of thing, but you could tell that this guy wasn't like there with his kids. You could tell that it was filmed on like a phone, like completely zoomed up. It was absolutely gross, and I immediately reported it. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Facebook will do about it. Oh, so I guess I haven't gotten the thing. I've only gotten the one. It was gross. Bog, the zoo is very popular in Columbus, Ohio. It's next to a water park. You guys remember that episode Pee Pee Land of South Park? Ever since I saw that, I've been more aware of water parks. The biggest problem with me is I'm scared of getting like a foot fungus or something. Like walking around barefoot and stuff like that. I'm scared of getting like a foot fungus or like warts or something like that. I don't know if you guys have ever had warts. I got warts a lot when I was a kid playing hockey because the showers in the change rooms were absolutely filthy. And if you're a Canadian and you've ever seen what like a true backcountry hockey rink looks like for the changing room, it might as well be like a prison chamber, you know? And that was before people would wear like flip-flops in showers and stuff like that. We were just expected to just go into the shower and clean up, right? Which is a good thing, but I would get fucking warts on my feet all the time from it. So now as an adult, I'm super I don't even like wearing sandals, you know? I don't like it. I'm very aware. And if you've ever gotten like a wart on your foot, like a plantar's wart on your foot, that shit hurts. That hurts. You def want monkey pox. We'll see what happens to that little monkey butt in your shorts. Oh, you definitely don't want monkey pox. Monkey pox. Oh god. The funniest thing that I've ever seen regarding a monkey was when I was in Japan. I was in this area of Kyoto. Actually recently Recently I uploaded a video about walking in this Kyoto area, and I think that sign makes an appearance, but where I was staying in Kyoto, it's I was staying in the Geisha district, right? And the Geisha district is like the really, really high-end area of Kyoto because geishas live there and stuff. And right, it's also kind of the most... Yeah, it's the most... I'm looking at a map of Kyoto right here. It's the most north part of Kyoto, and it is right on a mountain range. And if you go to that mountain range... Damn it. If you go to that mountain range, there's a sign there that says... don't take pictures of the monkeys with the flash on. They will get startled and attack your face. It's the best warning sign I've ever seen in my life. Listen, guys, there are monkeys here, and they are going to mess you up, okay? Don't take pictures. I love your travel vids. Hey, you know what, buddy? Thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. They don't get too much attention, but it is like where my heart is, and it's like where my passion is on a lot of my creative stuff.
I really, really appreciate that, buddy. I really, really appreciate that.
Thank you.
I released a new travel video today, looking for fake merchandise in the world's largest Chinatown. Very fun video. We went to a bunch of Chinese grocery markets, and I saw fish there that I've never once seen in my entire life. Like a dogfish. Have you guys ever heard of a dogfish? Because I haven't. I haven't until very recently. Damn it. Oh. So guys, I have the funniest way that I'm leaving this apartment. I'm leaving it out of spite, you know what I mean? That's why I'm moving out, because of spite. So, what I'm doing is today I brought a lot of, I brought my entire N64 collection over to my sister's place. And, yeah, I brought my entire N64 collection over to my sister's place. And, oh god. And, basically, I'm going to be moving all of my stuff out of my house and bringing it to my sister's house, right? And then on June 31st, yes, then on June 31st, I'm going to bring my desk and stuff over. So I just have absolutely nothing left, and I'll wait until all I have left to bring over to my sister's is like my streaming stuff, my laptop and stuff, because that'll be the last thing. Oh, I'm not even paying attention to this. But the night before I leave, right, I'm gonna wait until my roommate falls asleep on the couch, and then I'm just gonna leave in the middle of the night, and I'm gonna go crash at my sister's. And then, when he doesn't know that I'm moving any of my stuff. And then, when he wakes up on August 1st, there'll just be an empty room, and I'll never have to deal with it ever again in my life. You like Neapolitan ice cream? Neapolitan ice cream. I don't like ice cream. I'm a froyo guy. Damn it! Yeah, I'm a frozen yogurt kind of guy. I think what I gotta do... excuse me. I think what I gotta do is I gotta get the homing missiles. I think, yeah, so if I do that and I hit this perfectly... Damn it. So there we go. The homing I think the homing missiles are the way to go. And taking the long way around the logs. It looks like you can do it 3 times. Damn it. Up, up. Maybe I can catch up. Maybe I can catch up. Damn it! Oh shit, I saw something on my news station. It's going to be a storm raining in Barnesville. I love rain. We could really use like a big thunderstorm because right now, you know how your computer says if you have like a Windows computer, in the bottom left corner there should be your the weather, right? Most of the time it just says the temperature and then if it's cloudy or not, you know, whatever. But mine just says heat warning level 9. What the fuck does that mean? What on earth does that mean? Heat warning level 9. And you know how usually like it's a cloud or a sun or a moon or something that shows you like what it's like outside? Mine is just a triangle with an exclamation mark in it. That's how hot it is today. Oh, how hot is it? Oh, it's about a heat level 9. What does that mean? What does that mean? Hey guys, thank you so much for being a part of my streams and stuff. It really means a lot to me. Being able to hang out with you guys. Being able to hang out and just unwind and oh no. Being able to just unwind and you know, know that I have a place to go. Know that I have a place to go. I used to think that my place to go was hanging out with people at the bar. And when I would walk into the bar, I'd be like, oh, hey guys, I'm home. And it was so lame. It was so lame. I'm so glad that I have something much better now.
Oh shit. You're 40 grand in debt, but if you need money to get established, let me know. Harold Balder is an amazing travel dude. You should be into him. Uh-oh. I'm 40 grand in debt, but if you need money to get established, let me know. I might need a poncho for my trip on Friday.
That's not a problem. Go to the dollar store, pick one up.
I don't know what you're talking about. Feel free to think.
If you want to donate, you're always welcome. But, you know, I'm not going to ask you for money. If you're 40 grand in debt, I would focus on that. I would focus on that. My roommate thinks the funniest things, and I don't know if this one is true, because it sounds like it could be true, but, my roommate likes to just make up stuff and then say that he was a judge, so he knows the law. But he once told me that if you're in debt, right? If you're in debt to the credit card company or whatever, if the company... this sounds definitely like some sovereign citizen nonsense. But, if the company sells your contract to a debt collection agency, he believes that no longer legally do you have to pay it. Because the debt collection agency has taken the risk on purchasing the debt, you know. They've taken that risk, so it doesn't matter anymore. I always hear him yelling on the phone with collection people, and he always says that. That 100% sounds like a sovereign citizen thing to say.
I have some fam in your town. I can ask for cheap rents if you want.
You have family in my town? You have are you in Canada?
No, I found a
Great place to live. I found a great place to live. Hopefully it's a great place. I haven't met any of the other people that live there. But, The woman seems very nice. And gives him trample. I had a magic deck once that just had... It was a deck that was... The whole purpose of it was to just give your opponents garbage cards. So there was so many, like healing salves and stuff like that. There was so many healing salves and White Lion's Eye. I think that's what it was called. I love that deck. Very frustrating. People didn't want to play me anymore, though, when I played with that deck. So I had to stop. I used to... Oh! I had a dream... Thank you for reminding me. I had a dream last night about Magic the Gathering, actually. Yeah, I had a dream last night about Magic the Gathering. I was at a store. I think I was with you, Isaac. I was either with you... Damn it! I was either with you or I was with... Who else do I know that collects cards? It wasn't Bex, because Bex is a girl, and I know that I was with a guy. But basically, we were at a convention, and there was a guy, and he was selling just a box that had 10 pre-made decks in it. And I bought it under the guise of, hey, now me and Isaac can play together. Yeah. I don't have people to play Magic with, though. Magic's a lot of fun. I played Magic all over the world, actually. I played Magic in Amsterdam. I played Magic in Germany. That's it. Canada, Amsterdam, and Germany. Hell yeah. But now we have this stupid rhinoceros, the worst race in the game. I'm gonna have to take a break before we do this. God, I can't stand this race that's coming up. Okay, I wonder if the unlockable characters are... I wonder if the unlockable characters are a little bit faster. If they are, I'll probably do the boss race like that. I know that you get one of them by running these over, but I don't know if you can do it yet. I don't know when it happens. You might have to have over a certain amount of... Come on. Oh, come on! One of these frogs turns into a special character when you squish him. Gave all my money to an African prince. Oh, Isaac might be able to help you. He seems to be almost inheriting a fortune of some sort. I myself am trying to raise about $5,000 because there's a man in Nairobi, and unfortunately he passed away in a car accident. But he knew my late mother, and my late mother and him were very good friends. And he said that he was going to donate all of my money to my mom, but my mom passed away. So I'm next in line for it. I just need to pay $5,000 in taxes. But after that, I'll have $3.2 trillion. So pretty excited about that. I'm just trying to raise the $5,000. I've been telling my family about it, but they seem to think that it's some sort of a scam. I think they're just naive and jealous. They're definitely jealous and naive.
Fantastic. If you can beat me again, I'll give you a special prize.
But you guys are smart.
You guys know. Alright, this is awful. This is where I got stuck on the crunch challenge. I was able to beat all the levels, but this, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It's not even a matter of, the race. Just getting up the mountain, they put probably an extra... Damn it! I wouldn't doubt if they put an extra 20 trees in the way, but it's infuriating. It's infuriating, because unless you get like a perfect drift going, not gonna happen. But you know what? I am gonna be able to take the shortcut. Crunch wasn't fast enough to do the shortcut here, so we'll see if Conker can do it. I know I'm gonna lose this one, I just want to get a feeling of it. So here, can Conker just drive up this? Yeah. What's his name? Can't even drive up that. So we're gonna need that. We'll save the 2 boosts for that. But then once we get up here, look at how many there are. And that's new. That's new. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, all of those ones that are just in the middle, those are all new.
Shit.
Stop luck, kid. Maybe next time.
Alright, I am a little bit more confident with Conker, though. So we'll get the 2. We'll get these. Okay. We'll save these for the tunnel. We'll save these for the tunnel. That's what she said. Oh no! Oh, Scheiße, verdammt! Oh, no, this is not good. This is not good. Alright, I'll look at chat in just a sec, guys. Oh, that was perfect. That's where I gotta hit it. I gotta hit it when I'm near. Oh, come on. No!
No! Damn it! Hey, Flipside, what's going on?
What's going on?
How are you
Feeling? How are you feeling, buddy? Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Bam. Oh, you sent me an email yesterday. I haven't checked my email yet. I don't know. Does anybody else have this too? People with social anxiety. I have a quick question for you guys. Is it hard for you to check your mail or your email or your email, your physical mail, not necessarily messages, but does that bother you guys? Like, do you have a hard time doing that? I have to really pump myself up to be able to read my emails, you know? I don't know why. I think it's because I still, you know, have a lot of shame from when I was an alcoholic, and in my brain, I still think that all I'm going to be reading is, like, bad news and stuff. So I think that probably has something to do with it. Oh! I think that might have something to do with it, but I have a really hard time, like, just checking my emails. I always think that the government might be... I think the government might be...
Challenge. See you later.
Alright, we can finally, for the first time on this channel, move into the next level.
I don't have trouble with any of that, so I'm not weak. Oh, blood work. That was a mess on the office fault. It may have not been back for a time of my appointment. I may have to reschedule like a month away, so I'm pissed. Oh no, that sucks, buddy. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Wait a minute, I've beaten all of the bosses. Where's the other... How do I get to the third level? Please don't tell me that that level has been accessible the whole time. What is the problem here? What is the problem here? I'm so... Come on, Conker. Am I missing something? There's only 3 worlds in the overworld, right? The fourth world is past that mouth, isn't it? Please don't tell me that the fourth world is out in the normal... Is out in the normal world, and I've never known that this whole time. That can't be true. Do you guys know what I'm missing here?
Hello, friend.
'Cause I've beaten...
Abracadabra. Dalakazam. Can I help you, friend?
Okay,
Let's fly around. Sunbathing for the last 2 hours?
you can sunbathe? You're not worried about, like, getting... Well, I guess you use tanning oil and all of that kind of stuff.
I'm a ginger, so...
The idea of me tanning, it just doesn't work. It's just not something that happens. I just get red. When I was in... Yeah, like, when I was in Japan, you would think I would come back with a big-time tan. Because it was, like, 40 degrees at all times.
What is going on?
So it's not down there. This is where the ice level is. I am so confused. I beat all of them on this stream, so what's the problem?
Hello, friend.
Yeah, I'm pale, I just burn.
Yeah.
Select your vehicle.
I like a tan. You know what's the funniest thing ever, though?
When Indian people tan.
There's this guy, I'm sure that you see, I'm sure that you see, like, those Facebook reels where people are like, oh, if you buy these 3 stocks, you'll get a profit of 9,000%. just email me your credit card info. You know what I mean? There's this one guy who's on those commercials, and he's got like a spray tan, but he's Indian, and it's awful. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. If you already are tan naturally, you know, it's wild to go and get a spray tan. Like, have you ever seen a black person with a spray tan? No, it doesn't make any sense. So when you do, it's jarring. Okay. It's like when you see Asians with blonde hair.
It's very strange.
Very strange. Doesn't necessarily look bad, the blonde hair in Asians, but it's definitely strange, because most Asians have black hair, right? Megumi had brown hair, which was pretty rare. Oh, goodness.
I was on lawn furniture.
If you're on lawn furniture, aren't you gonna get grates on your butt? Aren't you gonna get, like, lines on your butt from the chair, from tanning? I thought you're supposed to tan with your butt directly up into the sun, spread eagle and everything, on a towel. That's how I thought sunbathing was done. Isn't it done like that? That's what it looks like at the Toronto nudity beach. That's what it looks like at the Toronto nudity beach. It's people with their ass up in the air. Naked yoga. It's so stupid.
How'd you put a towel down? That's when you lay on your belly, you perv. I'm not a perv. I'm just explaining what I've witnessed. All right, I'll be right back.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday comes again.
毎日
Sunday,
毎
Monday,
日
Tuesday,
日立の細長
Wednesday, Thursday,
静
Friday,
か
Saturday,
サラサラ
Sunday comes again.
きれいな空気体には細長が気持ちいいんです日立のビッグフローウェルネス
It's here. Batman, the video game. From Sunsoft. For the Nintendo Entertainment System. Let the battle begin.
Where'd you get your hands on Konami's new video game? Starring me, that Rachel Cajun. Bayou Billy, for the first time ever, Konami combines hand-to-hand combat with driving, shooting, and of course zapping. In one swamp, stomping adventure.
The Adventures of Bayou Billy for Nintendo.
It all starts when I get out this here swamp. You really give me riled now.
Bigfoot, based on the national craze of monster trucks with wheels and suspensions big enough to literally drive over rows of cars and uncharted terrain. It's crunchin', munchin', crash and bash, off-road action that's guaranteed to be one of the most exciting video games ever.
Cabal, the fiercest terror force of all. Think you can wipe out the world's toughest terrorists? Fools! They've got subs, choppers, jet fighters. Go it alone or get help. But if you fail, you'll end up like me. Cabal, for your Nintendo.
If you can keep on top of these California games, you'll know you're incredible. 6 great fun-in-the-sun games for your Nintendo. Roller skating, foot bag, totally awesome skateboarding. BMX racing, so exciting. Oh, it's like the real deal. Master all 6. You'll be like king of the beach. California games for your Nintendo.
to the caveman games. Let's go down to the mate toss. Grub spinning his mate. Thrower! Nice bounce, Crudla. Sounds like it's time for clubbing. There's the finger fake. Yes! Sucker! Now for the dino ball. Eat him! Eat him! No post-game interview there.
Caveman games for the Nintendo Entertainment System. You get bitten, you get eaten.
Crystallis, new from SNK. For play on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Are you up to the challenge? Double Dragon 2, The Revenge for your Nintendo Entertainment System. The best action game ever from Acclaim.
Double Dragon 3, the ultimate in NES martial arts action continues with all new weapons, characters, and street fighting moves against the world's most awesome villains. Double Dragon 3 from Acclaim. The action keeps coming.
Most challenging quest ever awaits. Go with speed and go with patience. Seek out an arsenal, a dragon scale, a torch, and magic herbs. Use wisdom and cunning to choose thy commands, for the Dragon Lord is a fierce rival. Horrible and treacherous minions all guard the evil one's island house. Art thou ready, young one?
Yes, King Lion.
And so begins a new epic.
Oh, my thing's frozen again. Okay, sorry about that. Is my audio working? Audio, yeah. Alright. Hugh, I can just hear with big huge early glasses, dressing bitch face, laying out on lawn furniture. I'll go on lawn, hatch the towel down. That's when you lay on your belly. You have a nude beach. Kai is a weeb, a perv, and a furry. I'm not. I'm only two of those things. No. No, I kind of keep what I'm into to myself. You know, I'm not really somebody who. I think people that brag about stuff like that on the internet are unbelievably phony. You know what I mean? So when it comes to and also who and when and what who and when and what I choose to have sex with is really none of my YouTube audience's business. You know? But no, I'm not into any deranged stuff. I mean, I've got my things, but there's a lot of things out there, like BDSM and stuff like that. I get it. I get why people would be into it. I'm definitely not into it. I had an experience with it when I was maybe 19 or 20 years old. I was with my girlfriend, and we were in another country. We were in Rome. And it was like our anniversary or something. And that night, this was when that book that all of the soccer moms were reading, the smut book. Oh, come on, what's that smut book called? It's like the most famous smut in the whole world. But it was about that guy. I don't know what it was called. Damn it. Oh, there we go. I don't know what it was called. But BDSM was like a really big thing that people wanted to like try out and stuff. And oh my god, look how small he is. And she wanted to try it out, and I was super, super uncomfortable with it because I'm not that kind of person, right? 50 Shades of Grey, yes! Yes, 50 Shades of Grey. Yeah, when that came out, a lot of people wanted to, like, try that stuff, right? So, my girlfriend at the time, she was asking for it all the fucking time. And I said, look, I'm really uncomfortable with it, okay? And she's like, well, can we do it on our anniversary? Like an anniversary present. Can we do it like then? And I'm like, fine, we'll do it one time and we'll try it out, right? And we tried it, and she wanted me to be like really rough and stuff like that. And I was. And because I knew it was just for like a one-time thing, right? And we had to stop in the middle of it, and we both just kind of started crying, and we just hugged each other and then like cuddled for the rest of the night. Like, it was not fucking good at all. And then we had to go flying the next day. We were flying to Germany the next day, and she was all bruised up and stuff. Like, she not like a full-on black eye, like somebody like broke their nose or something like that, but she had like visible bruises on her face and stuff like that, and it was unbelievably uncomfortable. Yeah, I hated it because then we were in Germany for another 2 weeks, and it looks like I took my girlfriend on vacation and just beat her up, you know? And even though we like explained to our friend group in Germany, because that's where my family is, right? When we explained to them, hey, look, we were just trying this thing out. It's not a big deal. The looks that we got were unbelievable. And then she wasn't healed up by the time she got back from Europe. So she had to go see her parents looking like that. It was unbelievably, like, uncomfortable for me, and she didn't like it either, you know, which was good because I would worry about her being into that stuff because people take stuff way too far. But yeah, it was scary. Ugh. I get it though. I get why people would do stuff like that, but very much not for me. I don't want to hurt anybody. You know what I mean? Did you guys see the viral video of the guy who has a fetish of people walking on top of him? And what he does is he wraps himself in a carpet, and then puts himself in a on the sidewalk in New York City. Have you guys seen this? I really don't understand what is going on here. I really don't understand. What am I missing? What on earth am I missing? Oh, okay, so... I gotta check all of the doors. Is there somebody out there who can quickly Google something for me and just let me know how many, worlds there are in the overworld? Because if there's a fourth world and it's just like behind one of these things, I'm gonna be very upset. I'm so confused. Because I thought you got the 3 pieces. I thought one was a 2-piece, and then you got the 3 pieces, and then that mouth would open, and then inside the mouth is a little bit more of an area, and then also there's another world there. There's a castle race. There's a whole nother race. There's more than 15 tracks in this game. So this is all done. That's done. Do I also have to do the games? Do I also have to do the bonus games? I don't think you've got to do the bonus games to advance. Okay. Okay. So I've done that. I know I did that.
Hello, friend. Select your vehicle.
Hey, Silver, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Hey, Goku! Pounded. Good to see you. Good to see you, buddy. How are you doing? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. No, there's nothing there. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What? Are you kidding me? I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. You're telling me that I could have started this level after 16 heart? Dang it! Well, we've discussed. I thought that this world was after, I'm a silly guy. You can see that I have not gotten very far in this game before. I'm not even at the coin level part yet. It's nice to see some new scenery, though. So guys, you know what's pretty cool? At my new apartment, there is a... It's not really... It's kind of like... It's not a very populated area, you know? Like, it's a suburban area, but, like, it's not super populated at all. And there's this big field there. And, yeah, there's this big field there, and what I was thinking was it would be perfect for just going and setting up my tent, because, there's absolutely no light pollution there. It's far away, it's far enough away from the downtown, that there wouldn't be light pollution, so sitting out there would be just, it would just be wonderful. It would be wonderful. So we're definitely going to do that. We're definitely going to do that. My hike up to Mono Cliffs is going to happen right when I need to hit 10,000 subs, because I plan to use it as leverage in getting the campsite for free. And I need to do that, and also this heat wave needs to end. Yes, this heat wave needs to end, because sleeping in a tent, especially sleeping in a tent with a wool blanket, God, very, very hot. So, That'll happen in August, but that's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Even if I can't get the night for free, I'll just pay it. But I'll see if she'll sponsor, if the woman will sponsor me, and I can shout it out because it's the public thing. Oh, come on! So close! There we go, because I got a tournament that I can get like 10,000K in, $10,000 in. Very cool. Very cool. Good luck with your tournament, my buddy. Good luck with your tournament. You're fighting away a nap and losing? Well, good luck. Good luck, my man. Last night I was thinking about when I was in a band, and I remembered this show that I played, and you know what time my set was? My set was at 3 a.m. The show started at 8. Nobody's fucking there anymore. Everybody's gone home. There's like 6 people in the audience. God, that sucked. Hey guys, thanks for showing up at 4 o'clock for sound check. By the way, you're gonna be playing at 3. Excuse me? Yep, 3 a.m. For fuck's sake. We played some cool shows. You know what? My favorite shows, honestly, there was a time where I was in a punk rock. I was in like a punk ska band, right? And oh, you managed to bike for 30 minutes without a break. Fuck yes, dude. You know, I bike every day. I do the biking every day. I started with 20 minutes a day, so you're already ahead of where I started. And now I'm up to 40 minutes a day. But just starting off and doing like 30 uninterrupted, that is amazing, dude. That is amazing. To be honest with you, I try and go by the Muhammad Ali method of counting your reps and stuff like that. Oh, yeah? You get over north? Here you go. Oh my goodness. Thanks, I appreciate it.
People, I wore it all day up there.
Did you really?
Yeah, that's a little. Most people don't even say a thing. You see it and smile, but
Yeah.
some guys go, what's it? You know, it's oh, it's a big infection.
It's an infection.
Scared this sweet.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I'll definitely do that. My roommate's always buying gadgets and things just on Temu and stuff. Guess what he got this time? What do you guys think? You know what, though? This is absolutely perfect because I have the Nintendo 64 microphone, and this turns into dust after a long time, this foam. So the N64 thing that I have, the foam is still like that, but if you were to do this, it would just turn into dust. But I can use these as a replacement for that. That is awesome. Hey, Dwarf, do you know what tension you're putting on the bike when you're doing your bike ride? The bike at my gym has like an adjusting thing, and it shows you it's basically like it's adjusted for like degrees, like how much of an incline you're driving on. So if you put it at 0, you know, it's like riding road. And if you put it at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it gets up there, right? So I do
I do 40 minutes on the level 3 on that. So I'm kind of going up like this. But it's good. It's good. Biking is a lot of fun.
Greenwood Village.
Did I just see a shortcut? No, it couldn't have been. Oh, spooky! Oh, spooky! I need to get a stream deck hooked up so I can play sound effects and I can put like memes on the screen and stuff like that. And I need to have a button that I can press that just brings up Looper doing the scared face. Whenever anything becomes spooky, you can just press the button and it comes up. I don't know anything about OBS though. I would need to get somebody to come in and help me. I know OBS on a very basic level. Hey, Master Breadman, what is up? Is this a secret? Oh, it's a secret from the other way. Wait, what? How are you doing, Master Breadman? I was on 4 for the most and Switch to 7. Oh, wow. I do it on 3. I do it on 3, and I do it for 40 minutes uninterrupted. What I'd like to do is... Excuse me. Oh, there we go. What I would like to do is by the end of the summer, so September 1st, I would like to get to 1 hour on the bike. That's my ultimate goal. And then once I get to 1 hour, I don't need to increase it. Once I get to 1 hour, what I'll do is I'll increase the tension on it. But I won't increase the time. 1 hour at max, that's fine. Because I already do my lifts for about a half an hour. And I'm moving pretty far away from the gym. The gym is like going to be like maybe a half an hour walk during the summer and probably like a 45 to an hour walk in the winter, especially when we get the Canadian February. If you've ever experienced February in Canada, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. My lord. Last year we had such a big snowstorm. I think it was the biggest snowstorm that we had in 20 years. But it was such a big snowstorm that the army had to get involved. The army had to come out with the plows that they use to like open up roadways for like tanks and stuff. Yeah, it was huge. If you Google Toronto snowstorm, I think it lasted for like 10 straight days, and it was gnarly. It was very cool though. It was very cool. You know what I'm wondering though? I'm moving into a house, right? I didn't hear anything about lawn mowing duty. I didn't hear anything about shoveling duty. I didn't hear about any of these things. So I need to make a list of questions and send them over to my landlord just to get things done. The only reason I can do so well with it right away is because my BMX was my main sport. Okay. I would typically ride for 6 hours a day. I have the muscles from it. Very cool, man. Very cool. And you know what? If you have like a stomach, of course you have a stomach, but if you're worried about your belly being like too round, or like if you have a gut or stuff like that, guts are hard to get rid of because the built-in like fat and stuff. But if you just have like a round belly kind of thing, the bike is great for it. I've never talked to like a professional
I've never talked to a professional trainer. That's what I'm trying to say. But because of my biking, it has to be well, it has to be because of my biking. But because of my biking, I now have like a relatively I still have, fat and stuff. But because of my biking, I look like this. When I came back from Japan, I had like definitely this going on. But that's all I do. I don't do the treadmill. I don't do the machine where you do curls and stuff like that. I really only work out my arms and my shoulders and my back and my legs. I don't really focus on my abs at all. But because I do the biking, I stay thin. So that's great. That's great. Because I am very, very worried about, being heavy and stuff like that. Oh, come on. And I'm not against you if you're heavy at all, especially if you're heavy and you're going to the gym. That I think that's unbelievably inspiring. And I think that if you're going to ridicule somebody for being heavy and all they do is sit around and like eat Big Macs and stuff like that and like 100% go into the stereotype, then I think that they're open up to ridicule. However, once they join the gym or doing stuff like that, I kind of think it's like when you see an addict on the street, right? When you see an incredibly drunk guy on the street making an absolute fool of himself, smashing bottles in Toronto like I showed on my short, you know what I mean? I think that's fair game, right? But the moment that that person enters treatment for their addiction, then give them a break. They're recovering. They're actively recovering and stuff like that. Basically what I'm trying to say is I don't really have sympathy for addicts that don't want to get sober. They just want to remain like a train wreck. You know what I mean? I don't have sympathy for that. However, I think that when an addict is in treatment, then they're no longer open up to ridicule because give them a break, they're in treatment, right? Same thing with heavy people at the gym. I think it's super, super inspiring. You described me. I described you how? How did I describe you? I don't see that in all of you. You really inspire me, Isaac, because you had your hiccups. Let's just say that. I don't want to out you or anything like that, but you've had your hiccups, but you always get right back on track. You know what I mean? You always get right back on track, and I really, really admire that. I really, really admire that. I think that's really cool. Man, I want to work out and gain weight so I can continue eating like a hungry hippo. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I eat a lot more. You know what I ate in my sleep last night? I ate 2 packages of smoked chicken deli meat. I was planning on making like a week's worth of sandwiches with that, and I ate it all in my sleep. I need to figure out a way to lock up my food in my sleep, but the problem is, if I'm the one who sets up the lock, then I'm the one who's going to remember how to unlock it. You know what I mean? So it's almost like I need a roommate that will lock it at 10 p.m. and unlock it at 10 a.m. Because it's dangerous. My doctor's really worried about it. I've woken up choking twice. Once I was choking on dog food. I was literally eating dog food in my sleep. They were dog treats. They were like those. They basically just look like pepperoni sticks. I think you guys probably know what I'm talking about. They're pepperoni sticks, but they're for dogs, right? But that's what I was eating in my sleep because I just eat things in my sleep, so it's dangerous. And I woke up choking on one, and we had to call the ambulance and everything. It was scary. It was scary. My favorite thing ever that I woke up eating, though, was an entire cake
And what I did was I didn't take the cake and the plate and stuff like that to my bed or anything like that. I just took the cake in one handful and brought it to bed. So ridiculous. Kainie's a dommy mommy. No, I'm not into it, man. I'm not into it. I like to be the dom of the relationship. So I'm not into that. I'm not into that. Oh no, come on! First place! Damn it! No, I like to be the dom in the relationship. I think most guys are like that, right? Well, a lot of guys now, they're what are they called? Simps? People that are subservient to women. I don't know. I think that a lot of guys, especially young guys, they watch these ridiculous podcasts. I'm really glad that a lot of these stupid alpha male podcasts have like died down and stuff, because that kind of mindset is really, really dangerous, you know? Because the alpha male thing, it's not a real thing, you know? It's made up nonsense. You know, like, what happens if all these alpha males go to a conference, which they do? There can only be one alpha. So what happens if they're all in a room together? It's ridiculous, right? But I don't want to say I want a traditional wife or anything like that, like in that sense, but I want to be the one that makes major decisions for my family. You know what I mean? I want to be the head of the household. Give me just a moment, okay, guys? I will be right back.
Lock the door. Turn out the lights. Pretend it's just a nightmare. The most intense survival game ever created. Resident Evil 2. Now for Nintendo 64.
Nintendo 64が3月14日から16,800円になります。By Edison。今始まる新たなボンバー伝説。3D 空間で炸裂する立体新爆発。Nintendo 64で登場。バクボンバーマン。
Killer outfit. Too bad the nightlife sucks. Dracula returns to Castlevania on Nintendo 64 from Konami.
あのチョロ Q がついに64で登場。チョロ Q64。転がり回れ、コースを作れ。4人ではちゃめちゃバトルレース。宝チョロ Q64 ついてるよ。
64。手に入れた武器を自在に組み合わせて。君だけのロボで戦え。任天堂64カスタムロボ。
64。今度のカスタムロボはタッグで戦う 2on2 バトル。チームプレーの駆け引きがバトルをさらに熱くする。
このロボじゃ地上戦は不利だ。空中戦で行こう。よし。行け。よし。
仲間のピンチをチャンスに変える。戦時のタイミングがバトルの決め手。ロボもパーツもパワーアップ。任天堂64カスタムロボ V2。
First on the scene, first with the news, last in the Journalists Invitational Softball Tournament. This is Hot Topic. Tonight, we uncover the real story surrounding Diddy Kong's latest adventure with never-before-seen footage obtained from Nintendo insiders. Now, here's your host, Trent Tillman.
Hello, I'm Trent Tillman. The recent whereabouts of Diddy Kong have been a mystery. Until now. To get the story, we sent world-famous adventurer and thrill-seeker Dirk Monahan to catch up with the elusive chimp. Now, Dirk has run with the bulls of Pamplona and braved the raging waters of the Amazon in nothing more than an inner tube. He eats danger with a spoon, wipes his chin, and asks for seconds. Dirk, can you hear me? All right. Now, Dirk, you were the first human to experience the Diddy Kong adventure. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. And how did you do? Oh, I didn't think you could break that. What exactly happened? So you were trying to pick up a balloon, but you were sideswiped by a squirrel, hit an oil slick, and smashed into the hind leg of a brontosaurus? Dirk, was Diddy a part of this? Tragic. Let's check in with our chief correspondent, Dent Chassis. Dent?
Trent?
Dent, as Dirk discovered, it seems we are dealing with something drastically different.
That's right, Trent. We believe Dirk was involved in what's called the adventure mode. This is no place for the faint of heart. Here's what we know so far. This realm pits you against a number of challenges. Make your way by collecting golden balloons. These unlock doors to 4 areas: Dino Domain, Sherbet Island, Snowflake Mountain, and Dragon Forest. Once inside, you'll explore the worlds and race the boss of each one. If successful, you'll take the Silver Coin Challenge. Collect all 8 coins.
An expansion pack to get it all in.
They didn't even tip me!
And now, this. Donkey Kong 64. And you thought insanity was crazy.
Heaven help us all.
Lokuyong. Hey.
Donkey Kong が帰ってきた。今度は5匹で技決めた。任天堂ドンキーコング64メモリー卓上パックとセットで登場。ドンキーコング64。
ここだよな。ここが？そう。今度のドンキーコングの秘密。
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Turn that on. Sorry, guys. Let me see what I missed. Gain weight so I can continue eating. With eating unhealthy food and being fat and don't care about it. With eating unhealthy food and being fat and don't care about it. Yeah, but the thing is, Isaac, you are, not a public figure. You're not a public figure, you know? You're not doing mukbangs on YouTube where you're eating 1,000 burgers and you don't care about your health at all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? If you do this stuff in private, then that's up to you. But when you bring it into the public, whether it's an incredibly drunk guy out on the street making an ass of himself, then you got to remember that it's open game. At least for me. You know, that's why I don't feel bad taking pictures of homeless people. I wouldn't go to a homeless encampment and take photos of them. However, if there's somebody who set up a camp and took over an entire bus stop, that really did happen and is currently happening. There's this woman in Toronto. You know how there's bus stop shelters? She took over the entire thing and made it her house. And the city can't really do anything about it. It's hilarious. But if you're out in public like that, then I'm going to take a photo of what you're doing, you know? And as bad as it sounds, it might be the thing that, encourages you to take a look at yourself and say, you know what? I'm making an ass of myself. People are taking photos of me. Maybe I need to reevaluate what I'm doing. You know? If that makes any sense. I would never take photos of people in private, but if you're out in the middle of the city doing nonsense, okay. Oh jeez. That was lucky. Isaac, I have a question for you. What is the proper way to load a burger? Because here in Canada, you know the top bun that has like the big round bun? That goes on the bottom. That goes on the bottom like an upside down burger. Damn it! That goes on the bottom because if you put a shitload of toppings on it and stuff, the bottom bun just turns into a soggy mess. How do you feel about upside down burgers? How do you feel about that? I should start making videos about things that are very strange in Canada. I always forget that, like, damn it! I always forget that, with my travel YouTubing, right? I love doing travel YouTubing. It's my favorite thing about the channel. Shoot. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Sorry, guys. Okay. So I found out that, the dollar store near where I am moving, not really near, but close, relatively close, I found out that they're hiring. So I'm going to put in an application there, and I think they're hiring for an assistant manager. And that would be fantastic, because I have 9 years of experience in retail, and I did a fake course for being a supervisor or an assistant. In my situation, it was a supervisor. I've got some news for you guys if you ever work retail. This is very, very important advice. Very important advice. And if you work in a big box retail store, they will do this to you, and it's infuriating. So I worked at Home Depot for about 5 years, right? And I worked in the same department for that whole time. As a matter of fact, let me show you something cool. When I worked at Home Depot, I was the top salesperson in my department. After about 2 years, and especially after I got sober, I was the top salesperson in my department. I won all of these awards, and I even got all the way. Come on, get out of here. I even got all the way to the black reward thing. You know, so I was a really valuable customer service person, and what they did was, we knew that the supervisor for our department was leaving because he was having a kid, and he found like he was leaving, okay? But he had a timeline of when he was leaving. He was leaving in 9 months because his wife was just found out they were pregnant, and he's gonna leave in 9 months. So, my boss comes up to me and he says, "Hey Kai, I know that you've been applying for higher positions, because at most of the time in retail, they'll put out their hiring stuff in the lunchroom first, so people that work at the company can have the first access to those positions. So basically, if the Home Depot is looking for an assistant manager, they'll let everybody in the staff know that they're looking for an assistant manager and they can apply too, right? So my boss comes up to me and he says, I know that you're going to be applying for the supervisor position. And I'm like, yes, absolutely. I'm the best salesman in the department. I should 100% be the supervisor, right? And he's like, okay, no problem. I also believe that. He's like, I'm pretty confident that you're going to get the position. And this was the assistant manager of the store telling me this, right? He's like, I'm pretty confident that you're going to get the position, so I might as well start training you for it now. And I was like really, really excited, right? Because now the boss is basically telling me I will get the position as long as I just do the training that he's doing. So for the next 9 months, I was in charge of training all of the new employees that came into my department with all of the tools and stuff that we had to use, all the safety and stuff, the walk around. I had to do all of that. I did the scheduling, which was a nightmare. I did a lot of the things that a supervisor would do, right? For 9 months. And I asked him and I said, listen, can I please have a raise? Because I'm now doing a ton of stuff. At this point, I wasn't even just working in the seasonal department. At this point, I was working in the seasonal, in the parking lot, in flooring, and in paint. So I had like all of these things to do, and it was awful. And he's like, well, we can't give you a raise, but what we can do is we can, you're gonna be making like $9 more an hour than what you're making in just a few months. Like just hold out a couple more months. You're going to be making like $9 or $10 more than you made then. And at that point, I had been working there for years, and I was making, I think, like $22.50 an hour or something like that. So I was expecting maybe like a $32 an hour pay raise. So they do this whole thing for 9 months, and they train me, and then the interviews open up for the assistant manager, right? Or for the supervisor. The interviews open up. And I'm the very first person who gets interviewed because they had trained me in all of this stuff. And then, after the interview process, I had to wait 2 weeks for them to make a decision on who's going to be the new assistant manager. And then they picked someone else. And my boss was like, oh, sorry, they came from a different store and they had more experience. And I was so furious. I was so furious because they got all of this extra free work out of me and they didn't give me any kind of raise for it. And then after that, it just went back to normal. And they were like, okay, your trial is done. And I said, well, what's the problem? And they said, well, during your trial, you had some mistakes and all of this kind of stuff. And it was unbelievably infuriating. Because all the way, even after the interviews, I was kind of like, I talked to my boss and be like, hey, when is it coming out? And he's like, oh, don't worry, Kai, it's coming out soon. I was so pissed. So, if you're working retail, the moral of the story, if you're working retail and they say that they're going to train you for a new position, that is when the raise starts. Not when you finally get the position. The raise starts when you start training for the position. I want you guys to remember that and make that clear to your bosses. And there's nothing wrong with saying that. You know what I mean? There's absolutely nothing wrong with saying, hey, listen, if you're giving me new tasks, then I deserve more money. That's how it works. Another great thing to do is if you're getting a new job, make sure that they give you in writing what your job tasks are. You know, if you are a lot associate, right? If you're out working in the parking lot, your job is to help people to their car with their stuff and clean up the parking lot and shovel the parking lot. Your parking lot duties are your parking lot. But if your boss says, oh, you need to go mop the bathrooms, that's not part of my job description. I don't need to do that. And you can just refuse it. What I would do is I'd have my job description on a little laminated card, and I keep it in my wallet, and it would have everything that I'm expected to do. And if people would call me, because we had an intercom system, right? If people would call me, I would say, "Oh, sorry, not my position. Sorry." Guys, I am feeling really nice today, and I decided to make my roommate dinner one last time. So I have to go put some stuff in the oven, but I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Lock the door. Turn out the lights. Pretend it's just a nightmare. The most intense survival game ever created. Resident Evil 2. Now for Nintendo 64.
めちゃめちゃにした。
めちゃめちゃに壊す。正義のために壊す。8つのマシンを乗りこなせ。爽快、痛快、メカアクション。任天堂64ソフト。ブラストドーザー6800円。
決め手は高度なテクニック。
任天堂64が3月14日から16,800円になります。By Edison。今始まる新たなボンバー伝説。 3D 空間で炸裂する立体新爆発。任天堂64で登場。バクボンバーマン。
Killer outfit. Too bad the nightlife sucks. Dracula returns to Castlevania on Nintendo 64 from Konami.
あのチョロ Q がついに64で登場。チョロ Q64。転がり回れ、コースを作れ。4人ではちゃめちゃバトルレース。宝チョロ Q64 ついてるよ。
64。手に入れた武器を自在に組み合わせて君だけのロボで戦え。任天堂64カスタムロボ。64。今度のカスタムロボはタッグで戦う 2on2 バトル。チームプレーの駆け引きがバトルをさらに熱くする。
このロボじゃ地上戦は不利だ。空中戦で行こう。よし。行け。よし。
仲間のピンチをチャンスに変える。戦時のタイミングがバトルの決め手。ロボもパーツもパワーアップ。任天堂64カスタムロボ V2。
First on the scene, first with the news, last in the Journalists Invitational Softball Tournament. This is Hot Topic. Tonight, we uncover the real story surrounding Diddy Kong's latest adventure with never-before-seen footage obtained from Nintendo insiders. Now, here's your host, Trent Tillman.
Oh, I'm Trent Tillman. The recent whereabouts of Diddy Kong have been a mystery. Until now. To get the story, we sent world-famous adventurer and thrill-seeker Dirk Monahan to catch up with the elusive chimp. Now, Dirk has run with the bulls of Pamplona and braved the raging waters of the Amazon in nothing more than an inner tube. He eats danger with a spoon, wipes his chin, and asks for seconds. Dirk, can you hear me? All right. right. Now, Dirk, you were the first human to experience the Diddy Kong adventure, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And how did you do? Oh, I didn't think you could break that. What exactly happened? So you were trying to pick up a balloon, but you were sideswiped by a squirrel, hit an oil slick, and smashed into the hind leg of a brontosaurus? Dirk, was Diddy a part of this? Tragic. Let's check in with our chief correspondent, Dent Chassis. Dent?
Trent?
Dent, as Dirk discovered, it seems we are dealing with something drastically different.
That's right, Trent. We believe Dirk was involved in what's called the adventure mode. This is no place for the faint of heart. Here's what we know so far. This realm pits you against a number of challenges. Make your way by collecting golden balloons. These unlock doors to 4 areas: Dino Domain, Sherbet Island, Snowflake Mountain, and Dragon Forest. Once inside, you'll explore the worlds and race the boss of each one. If successful, you'll take the Silver Coin Challenge. Collect all 8 coins.
あ、剥がすなって。やばいぜ。大丈夫だって。
Did an expansion pack to get it all in.
They didn't even tip me!
And now, this. Donkey Kong 64. And you thought insanity was crazy.
Heaven help us all.
64.
Hey.
Come on, kick it!
Donkey Kong が帰ってきた。今度は5匹で技決めた。任天堂ドンキーコング64メモリー拡張パックとセットで登場。ドンキーコング64。
ここだよな。ここが？そう。今度のドンキーコングの秘密。あ、剥がすなって。やばいぜ。大丈夫だって。行くぜ。
メモリー拡張パックでドンキーコングがもっとリアルにエキサイティングになって帰ってくる。ドンキーコング64。この冬メモリー拡張パックと。
Hey guys, sorry about that. I just cooking dinner. All right, what do we got here? I think everyone's gone. Shit. I think everyone's gone. All right, my friends.
I can't believe I didn't know where this level was. I really, honestly, truly thought that it was behind the goat head. I feel so silly. I guess you can just tell that I haven't played this, really. I never beat this as a kid. I think as far as I got as a kid was this far. So I probably got super confused and didn't know where the extra levels were. So guys, tonight we are going to be streaming True Crime Streets of LA. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Haven't played that game since I was a kid. I wasn't allowed to play Grand Theft Auto, but that game was basically just like Grand Theft Auto, with a better combat system. And it's also a lot like Max Payne. I think that in that game you can slow down time when you jump. I think. I might just be thinking of Max Payne though. Oh, I just got it. I just got the Max Payne thing. I just got it. So stupid. Me and my friends. How did Trunks come in second? What's my thing at?
Fleetwood Village.
I want to, I don't think I've ever gotten, damn it. I don't think I've ever, shit. I don't think I've ever gotten the, oh shoot. Dang it. I don't think I've ever gotten the max, power up on the magnet. I don't think that's ever happened. Oh, I've got some news. When the hockey season comes out, I'm going to be making kind of a satire, I'm going to be making kind of a satire weekly roundup of the thing. So this year I've decided to, follow the NHL again. I haven't followed the NHL since 2012, so it's been a really long time since I followed a hockey team. Oh, come on! It's been a really long time since I followed a hockey team. I feel like I'm gonna go back to my roots and just root for my favorite hockey team when I was a kid. Actually, I had two though. The Colorado Avalanche and the New Jersey Devils. They were my two favorite. And it was just because of the goalies. When I played hockey, I was a goalie, and my two biggest role models as a goalie was Patrick Waugh and oh, thank God there is somebody here. Flipside, my friend. I really hope that we meet each other one day, buddy. I really hope that we meet each other. I really, really hope that. I hope, like, if you would want. I don't know. Sometimes I get a little full of myself, and I think to myself, why would anybody want to meet me anyway? You know? But it would be nice to see you. It would be nice to meet you guys, because, I'd love to give y'all a hug. You guys mean a lot to me. You guys mean a lot to me. You guys are a big part of, my life. Did I see the email? I didn't see the email, but I saw that you did send it. I'm going to read it, on my way to the gym. I'm gonna read it on my way to the gym. Yeah, when I'm at the gym, that's usually when I check my emails and catch up that's when I catch up with people at the gym, when I'm on the bike. Oh, if anybody sees Richard in the chat, let him know that I'm looking for him. Let him know that I'm looking for him, because I got him something today that he's gonna absolutely love. So if he comes in, let him know to send me a message on Instagram. I'm sure he did send me a message, but the thing is, you guys have one name on YouTube, and then your Instagram name's different, and it's hard for me to put a face on things. Because I don't really, to be honest with you, I don't really look at people's Instagrams. I use Instagram more as just like a... Damn it! I use Instagram more of like a, just, that's how I contact people.
Fleetwood Village.
Oh, I have very embarrassing news. I have very embarrassing news. For the people that are... God, I feel like an idiot. For the people that got mail from me this month, I accidentally put the ship to and the ship from backwards. So today, I got mail from myself. So silly. So I have to remail stuff. I don't know if I did it on one envelope or if I did it on all of the envelopes, but at least Sleepy's envelope came back today. So I have to resend that stuff. So, sorry about that. I feel like such a jackass. My roommate's like, oh, you got mail today. I'm like, really? I never get mail ever. No, my dad. Kai, you got mail, like a postcard. What do you mean? It's from you. You put the thing backwards. I do have a delicious Canadian treat that's going out in this month's postcard club. I don't want to spoil what it is, but it's ultra Canadian, and you'll love it. And it is food. It is food. It's ultra Canadian, and you will love it. Oh, these races with the, oh man. These races with the coin challenge is gonna be tough. Oh no! Oh no. Come on. In fourth place. Dang it. Oh, catching up. Oh. So, my friends. It's weird seeing my rooms empty and stuff. It's weird seeing my rooms empty. You know how many boxes? You know how many boxes it took to pack up just my Nintendo 64 collection? Take a wild guess on how many boxes. I'll show you how big the box was. These boxes. Take a wild guess on how many of those it took just for my N64 collection. 90. So I don't have access to some of my games. Eventually I'll just have my Switch. And I'm gonna do I'm gonna do a stream in my room when my room is completely empty, and I'll do like one last stream. Oh, I have to do the pool thing! Yes! I have to do the pool thing. I hope that they're still on sale, because I can't buy them if they're 50 bucks, but if I can get one for like 20 bucks, I'll do that. That's hilarious. Yes, we gotta do that. I think it would be funny to just leave it there. Like, one day I'm gone and now there's just a pool in the room that's completely full with a duck floating in it. It's like, you deal with it. Second place. Damn it. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing sports updates, but I'm going to do them kind of like as a non-sports fan. It'll be kind of satirical. I'll basically pretend like I don't know how the sport is played and use all wrong terminology. It's going to be funny. There we go. Oh no! Hell yeah. Let me check the...
This is for you.
Alright guys, I'm gonna end the stream. I gotta finish cooking and do some stuff, but I will be back later. We're gonna be playing True Crime Streets of LA. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching this stream, guys.